In this presentation, I will be giving you practical formulas that you can implement into your day-to-day living in order to reduce and or if not prevent back pain. If you're watching this, at least vast majority of you guys, I can almost guarantee that you have some form of lower back pain, whether it's when you're sitting down for an elongated period of time or just you chronically live with it. And with these formulas, if followed correctly, I pray that the back pain that you experience reduces or if not completely goes away. There could be many reasons why our lower back is in the position that it's in. A lot of people automatically assume, oh, it's literally my lower back, the muscles in my lower back, when in reality, it could be multiple muscle groups that are affecting your lower back, as far as your glutes, your hip flexors, your iliopsoas, your groin area, a weak core. There can be multiple things that's causing this lower back pain, and we're going to address them with these formulas here. My job is to make sure that you have the tools that you need to consistently have high energy, be able to reach peak performance, and have an optimal way of living on a daily, weekly, monthly, and yearly basis. When our lower backs are in pain, physiologically we're in pain, which causes psychological damage as well, because you really can't go on throughout your entire day having some form of physical pain without mentally feeling drained. And what does that do? That drains your psychological energy, and that also drains your physiological energy. And when both energy sources are being drained, it becomes extremely hard to have some form of influence, and it becomes extremely hard for you to be able to lead from the front. So let's get started. My name is Coach Milton Alvarez, and I'm here to give you the information that you need. So I'm excited for this, and move on to the next slide. We'll be touching on morning, midday, evening routines. We'll be touching on your diets, things you can do, things you can consume that will help you reduce inflammation, that'll put you in an environment that your body does not obtain the inflammation. We will be talking about foods to consume. We'll be talking about stretches, movements, exercises that you can do to also help combat this issue that a lot of people have. So without creating a lot of fillers and giving you the runaround, let's get straight into it. It's only, I think, 7 slides, but I really think these 7 slides can drastically change your day-to-day living and experience with your lower back. So let's get started. Morning routine, breakfast, and mid-morning. For the clients that I'm currently working with right now at this instant, every single one of my clients, depending on who they are, depending on what their issues are, whether they have a bulging disc, herniated disc, whether they just have muscular issues, whether they have tight hip flexors, tight glutes, whatever the case may be that's causing this pain or the discomfort, or they're about to go on a long trip, or they know they're about to go to the office and they're about to experience a long day of sitting, and we want to make sure that we prepare them for that day, so that way we can reduce the amount of pressure in their lower back. Every morning that my clients wake up, the first thing I have them do is consume some form of water. Whether it's, when I say some form of water, it means a glass of water, pink Himalayan sea salt in it, hydration packs, minerals, electrolytes, whatever the case may be. You want to first start your day by hydrating your body, get everything up and running. Second thing that I have my clients do, it's a cold shower or somewhat prepping them and priming them physically and also mentally. But here, this is more of the physiological standpoint. So let's talk about the body. Start your morning off every morning with some form of stretching. And there are a couple muscle groups that I want you to really be attentive to when it comes down to trying to take care of your lower back. Because I don't want you to stretch out your lower back. I want you to mainly focus on releasing your glutes, releasing your hip flexors. And there's a tool on Amazon called the Soulrite. And if you buy that, it's like a little prong like tool that releases the iliopsoas muscle and it helps you get that lower back relief as well. So those are the 3 things. Those are the 3 stretches that I'm going to be having you do every single morning that I suggest to all my clients, and they find amazing, amazing outcomes. Stretching your glutes, stretching your hip flexors, and releasing your iliopsoas muscle. That could be stretching, that could be rolling, that could be the massage gun, that could be an actual massage if you have someone at hand. So there's multiple ways of approaching it, but glutes, hips, iliopsoas, and breath work. Being able to combine those will help you release the tension and the stiffness so you can have a higher energy morning for yourself and reduce the possibility of you getting lower back aches during your day. Also, throughout your entire morning, midday, even the positions that you're consistently putting yourself in. When someone's overweight, a lot of their weight falls into the midsection, which now pulls them down, pulls their posture down as well. And when that happens, our lower backs completely get strained as well. So one of the biggest things that I suggest to a lot of my clients is if you're going to be in a seated position and you have no option to a standing desk, which is something I really push for all my clients, a standing desk, in between calls or maybe like once every hour, once every 2 hours, do a pigeon pose. So you can Google that, pigeon pose, where you cross one leg over and you sit upright and you lean forward. You can pulsate little by little, and that will release the glutes, which will also give you lower back relief. There are multiple which you can do in Google that will give you posture correction movements, posture correction exercises, so you can be in a better position, reduce the stress on your lower back. You decide to follow through with this specific presentation, this formula, and you still have more questions on posture awareness, stretches, to consume, supplements to consume, you can always feel free to reach out to me on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook as well. Email me, shoot me a message, and I'll send you more information, in-depth information on this specific presentation here. So starting your morning off with a good, healthy breakfast, something that's going to help you reduce inflammation. There's a lot of foods that you consume that our bodies will absorb, and it will help us reduce inflammation in the body as a whole. So being able to reduce inflammation could also help reduce any lower back pain that you may be experiencing. And a good approach to your breakfast will be a high protein diet, a high protein breakfast, along with a high healthy fat diet. So whether it's some nuts, some berries, maybe a green tea, turmeric, ginger, be adding that into your meal in some way, or even just having a tea in the morning, maybe some eggs, some avocado toast, maybe some Greek yogurt with some blueberries could also be very, very helpful for you. So anything that could keep you light, make sure you're meeting your macro and your micronutrients, but at the same time, nothing that's high in sugar, high in carbohydrates, that's spiking your sugar levels up. That's something we're trying to stay away from, especially if you're trying to reduce inflammation, which inflammation can also lead to lower back pain. And here I also have a mid-morning routine or mid-morning aspect, which just speaks on keeping your body hydrated. When you're dehydrated, things tense up, they become stiff, and you can even catch Charlie horses and cramps in various parts of your body. But when the muscle is dehydrated, it is definitely stiff. And when you're stiff, it causes discomfort, especially in your lower back. Workday adjustments, regular movements, and ergonomic setups. So one of the things that I suggest to all my clients is at some point during your mid-morning, midday, or mid-afternoon, find 5 minutes that you can get up in between calls, in between meetings, and walk around a little bit. Walking around will increase blood flow through your entire body, especially the hip area. Breathe nice and deep, fixing your posture, shoulders back, walking nice full strides. If you have some stairs, you can go up and down a couple times. Just walk around the office, walk around your building, get some sun. That's going to allow the blood to flow and release any muscles that are starting to become stiff from sitting down for way too long. The ergonomic setup, being able to go on Amazon and buying those little pillow pads that you put underneath on your seat, and you put them in your lower back, that will give you that natural arch that allows you to be in an actual position that completely relieves any type of lower back strain. It's definitely a great way to go. Same thing now for lunch. Consuming a balanced meal is definitely very important. My job and your job is to make sure that you're consuming foods that are keeping you healthy, that are keeping you full of micronutrients, aka vitamins and minerals, and also giving you the macronutrients that you need to have sustainable energy. Avoiding any type of fried foods, greasy foods, processed foods, and packaged foods, or any foods that's going to cause inflammation in the body, is going to cause any form of stiffness, also or pain, or indigestion, or an upset stomach. So keeping your lunch clean will ensure that if you are trying to lose some pounds, it'll help you get to your goal a lot faster, and also keep you fuller and keep your energy levels nice and high, so you can have the energy to move around and do these exercises and stretches as well. The higher energy you have, the more cleaner foods you consume, the more you can focus, the more you can process, the better your cognitive health is. And the more your cognitive health is, the more motivated you'll be to actually take care of your health. Afternoon routine, being able to do something that's going to impact your physiological health, whether it's working out of any kind, taking a class, something that's going to help you stay active while at the same time strengthening your core and relieving lower back stiffness. Evening routine, afternoon routine, morning routine. When it comes down to physical activity, it's completely up to you. Some people love working out in the morning. So if you're that person, please try to switch this around, and you can customize this to however you want. But for a lot of my clients, they do run a business, and most of the time, the only time that they have availability is in the evening. So that's why I have it structured the way I have it structured. And your main job is to make sure that you're not doing any movements or exercises that's going to strain your back in a position where you can potentially injure yourself, especially if you have a herniation or a bulging disc. But also making sure that you're not neglecting your lower back. Because a lot of times when people have lower back pain, what they tend to do is completely neglect their lower back, not work the lower back, and that just makes it a lot worse. So attacking your core, doing exercises that build your core, side planks, regular planks, bird dog, stability ball planks. There's multiple things that you can do that will build your core up consistently, and also make sure that you're attacking your erectors consistently as well, so we can keep those nice and strong and also healthy. And the biggest thing that I'm pushing for all my clients and you, the viewer, is whatever you're doing when it comes down to strength training or working out, make sure that you are doing the proper form. Do not allow your ego or your pride to get in the way, trying to outlift everybody in the gym or trying to do something that you can't do just to impress somebody. Focus on your health, and everything else is going to follow along. Before you go to bed, same thing how we did it in the morning. Spend a couple minutes, 10, 15, 20 minutes before you go to bed. Do some stretches, some relaxation techniques, some breath work, some yoga, whatever the case may be, that's going to help you unwind for your evening. And you can find more formulas and more information on the formula for high energy and also hormone optimization presentation. You will find a lot of great implementations for your morning and evening routines, and as well as nighttime, how to set yourself up when it comes down to sleep. Get off your sides, get off your stomach. That's going to put more pressure on your lower back. Try sleeping on your back. If you need to, you can bolster your knees up so you can have less pressure on your lower back, so that way you can sleep a lot better. And also, don't try to avoid sleeping with multiple pillows. I think that's another thing that people have an issue with. They have tons of pillows, so their necks are up here and their legs are straightened down, so it's causing lower back tightness and tension. So if you can find a bolster, you can use a pillow. You can bolster your knees up, and that will relieve any form of lower back pressure, and it will also keep you laying on your back, which you will notice a big change and shift in your lower back health. And a weekly edition, or bi-weekly or monthly edition, massage therapy, physical therapy, chiropractic work is definitely something that I would suggest. I myself have been doing clinical massage therapy since 2011, and it's something that I definitely suggest to all my client base, something that they can utilize and they can help them relieve any lower back pressure. And for a lot of physical therapists, athletic trainers, they can figure out exactly what muscles in your body are lacking, so they can suggest you to do certain exercises that will build those up. They can also help you strengthen your core or strengthen muscles surrounding your lower back that will help you relieve any lower back discomfort. And also, once again, guys, if you have a trainer, don't have a trainer, you want to take classes, or you're trying to look for, the opportunity to learn how to work out, how to optimize your lower back health, and overall increase your energy, create some form of regular exercise routine for yourself. Whether you're doing it online, whether you're doing it with the trainer in person, make sure that you understand what you're doing and why you're doing it. Make sure that this trainer is also teaching you the skills that you need, so that way you are able to fend for yourself, and make sure that they're educating you so you know why you're doing what you're doing and how to do it the proper way and proper technique. Implementation tips, guys. Start gradually. Introduce new activities slowly. Allow your body to adapt to them little by little. Don't just try to attack and utilize the entire formula all at once. Build up to it little by little. Start liking it, start falling in love with it. The moment you start feeling the relief of your lower back and start noticing the difference, that's when you start indulging into the entire thing. Next thing, guys, consistency is key. It's not going to go away in a day, 2 days, 3 days, in a week. You need to be consistent with it. You will see the results after you keep beating at your craft day in, day out, week in, week out. I can almost guarantee you guys, within the first maybe week and a half, depending on how severe it is and how consistent you are, you will notice a smidge of a difference. But then after a good amount of time, a couple of weeks go by, you will see a drastic difference. Third thing, guys, make sure that you guys are actually listening to your body. Listen to your body when it comes down to those stretches. Listen to your body, how you feel after you work out. Listen to your body if your body's telling you that you can't do something, your lower back's in pain, something's not feeling right. Please make sure you listen to your body. One of the best ways to become in tune with yourself is by being mindful in the gym, because that teaches you on how to listen to your body properly. And when you're able to do that and be in tune with your body in the gym, everything outside of that is going to become so much easier for you to be in tune with. And the last one, guys, seek professional help, whether it's a chiropractor, a massage therapist, a physical therapist, a fitness professional, or whatever the case may be. Figure out how your body's moving. Figure out how you can help your body improve, so that way your body can give you the energy that you need, so you can level up, you can improve in your personal life and also in your business life. So with this information, guys, if you are to implement this implement this to your day-to-day living, guys. On a day-to-day, week-to-week, month-to-month, quarterly, mid-yearly, and also yearly, guys, you will genuinely see a drastic shift in the way your lower back feels. And I can almost guarantee, guys, that you will start noticing a massive difference within the first week or even 2 weeks of you doing this, as long as you're coachable enough to follow this formula. And once again, guys, every presentation that I provide is going to either be a template or some form of formula that you can utilize, and bringing multiple tools and multiple systems into one play to give you the outcome that you are trying to achieve. And if there's any way that I can help you on a deeper level, on a deeper sense, once again, guys, like I said in the very beginning, feel free to reach out to me on Instagram at SMB_, on TikTok, on Twitter as SMB as well, and on Facebook as Milton M. Alvarez. And I will be here to answer any questions that you may need so that I can better serve you. And so that way, one day you can reach peak performance and stay at a consistent, optimal level of health. So you can lead from the front and not from the back. You can lead your family forward, your children forward, your partners forward, and also lead your business forward. So that way you can be a successful leader in any area of your life. So next time, guys, Coach Milton out.